Have you ever met someone who feels different from everyone else in the room? Someone quiet, calm, and confident, but not loud or showy. That person might be a Sigma male. Sigma males are often called the lone wolves of society. They don't try to lead like alpha males, and they don't follow like beta males. Instead, they walk their own path. They are comfortable being alone. They enjoy their own company. But that doesn't mean they hate people or relationships. They just don't need constant attention to feel happy. What makes Sigma males interesting is their mystery. They don't explain themselves too much. They don't show off. They don't beg for approval. And because of this, people, especially women, often feel curious about them. Many women don't even realize they are doing it, but they test men all the time. These tests are not meant to trick or hurt anyone. They are simple ways to understand a man's character. Sigma males are not immune to these tests. In fact, because of their calm and confident nature, they are tested even more. Women want to know, is he strong on his own? Can he handle emotions? Is he real or just pretending? Can he stay calm under pressure? We will explore 7 quiet tests women often use to understand Sigma males. And more importantly, we will see how Sigma males naturally pass these tests without even trying. This is not about manipulation. It's about understanding human behavior. So whether you think you are a Sigma male, no one, or are simply curious, let's begin. The first test is about independence. Women are naturally drawn to men who can stand on their own. Men who don't depend on others for happiness, decisions, or identity. Sigma males are known for this quality. Imagine this situation. A woman makes plans with a Sigma male. Later, she suddenly changes the plan or asks him to cancel his own plans for her. She is watching carefully. Will he drop everything just to please her? Or will he stay calm and suggest a fair solution? A Sigma male does not panic. He does not beg. He does not become angry. He calmly explains his situation and looks for a balanced option. If it doesn't work, he accepts it without drama. This shows confidence. Another example is opinions. A woman might challenge his beliefs just to see what happens. Does he change his opinion quickly just to agree? Or does he respectfully stand by what he believes? Sigma males usually stay firm but respectful. They listen, they think, and they speak honestly. This kind of independence is attractive because it shows strength. Not loud strength, but quiet strength. Sigma males are also comfortable being alone. If a woman pulls back or becomes distant, a Sigma male does not chase. He uses that time to focus on himself, his goals, and his growth. This doesn't mean he doesn't care. It means he doesn't fear being alone. Because of this, Sigma males often pass the independence test without effort. The second test is about emotional strength. This test is more subtle. Women often observe how a man handles emotions. Stress, conflict, disagreement, mood changes. A woman might suddenly act upset, or start a difficult conversation, or test boundaries emotionally. She is watching closely. Does he lose control? Does he get angry fast? Does he shut down completely? Sigma males usually remain calm. They don't explode. They don't panic. They don't overreact. They understand that emotions come and go. If there is an argument, they listen first. They respond calmly. They don't try to win the fight. Another part of this test is empathy. A woman might share a personal story, something emotional, something vulnerable. She is watching how he reacts. Does he listen? Does he care? Or does he ignore it? Sigma males are often good listeners. They don't interrupt. They don't judge. They may not talk much, but when they do, their words matter. They don't try to fix everything. Sometimes, they just listen. This emotional balance makes women feel safe, not controlled, not judged. Sigma males don't hide their emotions, but they don't let emotions control them. This emotional maturity helps them pass this test naturally. The third test is about mystery. Sigma males are naturally mysterious, not because they are trying to be, but because they don't overshare. A woman might ask, "What did you do this weekend?" Instead of giving every detail, a Sigma male might say, "I stayed busy. Had a good time." That's it. Not rude. Not secretive. Just calm and simple. This creates curiosity. Another example is his past. When asked about his life story, he may share some parts, but not everything at once. He understands that trust builds slowly. Mystery is not about lying. It's about personal space. Sigma males don't feel the need to explain everything about themselves. Women often test this to see, is he confident without attention? Does he need approval? Can he stay grounded? Sigma males usually pass this test easily because mystery is part of who they are. They are open, but not open to everyone. The fourth test is self-confidence. Women often test confidence by asking challenging questions. Are you sure you can do this? Do you really think that's a good idea? These questions are not always meant to doubt. They are meant to observe. Sigma males don't get defensive. They don't brag. They calmly say what they believe and move forward. Their confidence is quiet. They don't need applause. They trust themselves. This kind of confidence is powerful and rare. Sigma males have a special kind of confidence. It is not loud. It is not fake. It does not need attention. Women often test this confidence in small ways. For example, a woman may question his choices. She may say, "Are you sure this is the right decision?" Or, "Most people wouldn't do it this way." A Sigma male does not feel attacked. He does not argue loudly. He does not try to prove himself. Instead, he calmly explains his thinking or simply says, "This feels right to me." That response shows inner strength. Another way women test confidence is by watching actions, not words. When something difficult happens, does he panic? Does he complain? Or does he stay calm and handle it step by step? Sigma males usually stay focused. They don't rush. They don't show fear on the surface. They understand that problems are part of life, and they trust themselves to handle whatever comes. This quiet self-belief makes Sigma males very attractive, not because they try, but because they don't need approval. The fifth test is about being real. Women want to know if a man is genuine or just acting. They often test this by watching how he behaves in different situations. For example, when a Sigma male is alone, he is calm and quiet. When he is in a group, does he suddenly change? Does he become loud just to fit in? A true Sigma male stays the same. He doesn't change his personality to impress anyone. Another test of authenticity comes through values and beliefs. A woman might bring up a serious topic, something emotional, something controversial. She watches closely. Does he suddenly agree just to avoid conflict? Or does he respectfully share his true thoughts? Sigma males usually speak honestly, but calmly. They don't attack others. They don't force opinions. They simply stay true to themselves. Authenticity also means being honest about feelings. If a Sigma male feels happy, he shows it naturally. If he feels upset, he doesn't pretend everything is fine, but he also doesn't create drama. Women notice this emotional honesty. It feels real. It feels safe. That's why Sigma males rarely fail this test. They don't try to be real. They already are. The sixth test is about intelligence, but not school grades or big words. This test is about thinking. Women often test intelligence through conversation. They may talk about life problems, news, ideas, opinions. They are watching how a man thinks, not how much he talks. Sigma males usually enjoy these moments. They don't rush to answer. They listen first. They think. They may ask questions instead of showing off knowledge. When they speak, their words feel thoughtful. Sigma males don't pretend to know everything. If they don't know something, they say, "I'm not sure." And that honesty is a sign of real intelligence. They enjoy learning. They enjoy thinking deeply. They enjoy understanding how the world works. Women often feel mentally stimulated around Sigma males. The conversation feels meaningful, not shallow. This mental depth adds to their mystery and attraction. The final test is adaptability. Life is unpredictable. Plans change. Things go wrong. Women often test how a man handles sudden changes. For example, a plan gets canceled at the last minute. A situation becomes stressful. Something unexpected happens. She watches his reaction. Does he complain? Does he get angry? Does he shut down? Sigma males usually stay calm. They adjust. They don't resist change, they move with it. If plans change, they adapt. If something fails, they learn. If life surprises them, they respond with balance. This doesn't mean they like chaos. It means they don't fear it. Sigma males understand that life is always moving. They don't cling tightly to comfort zones. They are flexible, but still grounded. This adaptability shows emotional strength and maturity, and that is very attractive. The interesting thing is this. Sigma males don't even know they are being tested most of the time. They don't plan responses. They don't act differently. They simply live according to their nature. Their independence helps them pass the independence test. Their calm emotions help them pass the emotional test. Their mystery helps them pass the mystery test. Their quiet confidence passes the confidence test. Their honesty passes the authenticity test. Their thinking passes the intelligence test. Their flexibility passes the adaptability test. It all connects. What makes Sigma males different? Sigma males don't chase validation. They don't compete for attention. They don't pretend. They are comfortable being alone, but also capable of deep connection. They value quality over quantity. A few friends, but real relationships. Meaningful experiences. They stay away from drama. They avoid fake behavior. They protect their peace. Because of this, they stand out in a world where many people try too hard. Women often feel curious around Sigma males. Not pressured, not controlled. They feel respected. A Sigma male listens. He supports growth. He gives space. He doesn't beg for love. He doesn't rush connection. He lets things grow naturally. This balance creates attraction without effort. Not every quiet man is a Sigma male, and not every Sigma male is perfect. But true Sigma males share one core quality. They stay true to themselves. And that is why they pass these tests, not by trying, but by being real. First, it's important to understand something clearly. Most women do not sit down and think, I'm going to test this man today. These tests happen naturally. They come from instinct. Women test men to feel safe, to feel understood, to see if a man is strong inside, not just on the outside. Sigma males often pass these tests because they don't force anything. They don't try to control outcomes. They don't change themselves to win approval. They simply stay grounded. Sigma males approach relationships differently. They don't rush into love. They don't chase attention. They don't try to impress with flashy behavior. Instead, they focus on connection. They want respect, honesty, emotional balance, mutual growth. Because of this, their relationships often feel calm and deep. Women feel heard around Sigma males. They feel safe expressing themselves. They don't feel pressured to be perfect. That emotional safety is powerful. One common mistake people make is thinking Sigma males are cold or uninterested. That's not true. Sigma males care deeply, but quietly. They don't chase because they respect themselves. They believe, if something is meant to grow, it will grow naturally. They don't beg for attention. They don't force conversations. They don't panic if someone pulls away. Instead, they stay centered. This behavior often surprises women because it's rare. Sigma males are confident, not arrogant. Ego says, look at me. I'm better than you. Confidence says, I'm comfortable being myself. Sigma males don't compare themselves to others. They don't compete for dominance. They focus on their own path. This quiet confidence is one of the strongest reasons women feel drawn to them. Because Sigma males are quiet, people sometimes misunderstand them. Some think they are antisocial. They are distant. They don't care. But the truth is different. Sigma males care deeply, but selectively. They don't open up to everyone. They choose carefully who gets access to their inner world. This protects their peace. One of the biggest strengths of Sigma males is emotional control. They feel emotions, but they don't let emotions control them. When something goes wrong, they pause. They reflect. They respond calmly. They don't explode in anger. They don't collapse under stress. This emotional balance helps them pass many relationship tests without effort. Sigma males value freedom, integrity, growth, peace. They avoid drama, manipulation, fake connections, emotional chaos. This is why they often prefer smaller social circles. Few people, but real ones. When conflict happens, Sigma males don't seek to win arguments. They seek understanding. They listen. They speak calmly. They don't raise their voice. If a situation becomes toxic, they walk away. Not because they are weak, but because they respect themselves. Sigma males validate themselves. They don't need constant praise. They don't need likes or approval. They don't need to prove their worth. They know who they are. This inner stability is rare and very attractive. In a world where many people try to follow trends, Sigma males stand out by not trying. They don't copy others. They don't follow crowds. They create their own path. That originality creates curiosity. Are Sigma males perfect? No. Sigma males are human. They make mistakes. They feel pain. They struggle. But what makes them different is how they respond. They learn. They grow. They adapt. Sigma is not about pretending. It's about mindset. Anyone can develop Sigma-like traits by becoming self-aware, building independence, learning emotional control, staying authentic, valuing inner peace. It's not about copying behavior. It's about becoming grounded. Sigma males don't try to attract. They don't try to impress. They don't try to dominate. They simply exist as they are. That authenticity is powerful. The 7 tests women use are not obstacles for Sigma males. They are opportunities. Opportunities to show independence, emotional strength, mystery, confidence, authenticity, intelligence, adaptability. And Sigma males pass these tests, not by acting, but by being real. If you ever meet a Sigma male, you may not notice him at first. He won't demand attention. He won't show off. He won't speak loudly. But over time, his calm presence becomes noticeable. His words carry weight. His actions feel steady. His energy feels safe. And that's when people realize he was different all along.